He'll have a television screen like this here and a keyboard, and he'll talk to the computer, get information from it, and he'll take it as much for granted as we take the telephone.
I wonder, though, what sort of a life would it be like in social terms? I mean, if our whole life is built around the computer, do we become a computer-dependent society and computer-independent individuals?
In some ways, but they'll also enrich our society because it'll make it possible for us to live really anywhere we like. Any businessman, any executive could live almost anywhere on Earth.
Have you ever wondered how the device you're using to watch this video came to be? It's a fascinating journey that begins over 4,000 years ago with the humble abacus, a simple counting tool that dates back to 2400 BC. Fast forward to the 17th century, and we find ourselves in the company of great minds like Blaise Pascal and Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz. These inventors brought us mechanical calculating machines, adding a new layer of complexity to our understanding of computation. Then, as we move into the 19th century, we encounter Charles Babbage, a visionary who dared to dream bigger. He envisaged the analytical engine, a machine not just for calculations, but a general-purpose computing machine. This was a revolution in the making, a leap towards the future. Yet it was just the beginning. The groundwork had been laid, but it would take another century before the concept of a computer as we know it today began to take shape. As the world plunged into the chaos of the Second World War, the need for faster, more efficient computing power became a matter of life and death. During this tumultuous era, the 1940s, the first programmable computers were born, marking a significant leap in the evolution of computing. A standout example of this technological innovation was the ENIAC, the Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. This monumental machine, the first general-purpose digital computer, was a colossus that consumed an entire room, its countless vacuum tubes flickering like stars in a mechanical galaxy. The ENIAC's power and versatility were unprecedented, making it an invaluable tool for solving complex military calculations. But this was just the beginning. As we moved into the 1950s and 60s, another revolution was brewing. Transistors and integrated circuits, the building blocks of modern electronics, began to replace vacuum tubes in computers. This crucial development led to computers becoming dramatically smaller, cheaper, and more powerful. The IBM 360, introduced in the mid-1960s, embodied this new wave of computing. With its integrated circuits, it was able to perform millions of operations per second, all while fitting into a single room, a striking contrast to the room-swallowing ENIAC of just 2 decades prior. By the end of the 1960s, computers had shrunk from room-sized behemoths to desktop devices, paving the way for the personal computing revolution. The 1970s and 80s were a time of rapid change and innovation in the world of computing. It's in this era that we saw the birth of the first personal computers. Machines like the Altair 8800 and the Apple II were no longer the exclusive domain of large corporations or government institutions. These devices were designed with the average person in mind, making computing accessible to the masses. But hardware was just one part of the equation. The true revolution came with the introduction of graphical user interfaces. This was a game changer. Instead of typing commands into a text-based terminal, users could now interact with their computers using a mouse and a visual display. This made computers even more user-friendly and opened the door to a whole new demographic of users. Around the same time, we saw the rise of software companies like Microsoft, which played a crucial role in the proliferation of personal computers. With the creation of user-friendly operating systems and productivity software, these companies made computers not only accessible but also indispensable tools for work and leisure. But perhaps the most significant development of this era was the advent of the Internet and the World Wide Web in the late 1980s and early 90s. This innovation brought about a new age of global connectivity and information accessibility, forever changing the way we interact with technology and with each other. These developments transformed computers from specialized tools to everyday household items. So, where do we go from here? Well, the future of computing looks to be as dynamic and unpredictable as its past. Quantum computing, which leverages the principles of quantum mechanics, promises to solve complex problems that are currently beyond the reach of even the most advanced supercomputers. Then there's the ever-evolving field of artificial intelligence, where machines are designed to learn, adapt, and even make decisions. This could revolutionize everything from healthcare to finance and all that lies in between. And let's not forget about virtual reality. With VR, we're not just users of computers, but inhabitants of digital worlds. offering boundless potential for education, entertainment, and beyond. But with these advancements come ethical and societal challenges. How do we ensure the use of AI is fair and unbiased? How do we protect privacy in a world of pervasive computing? While we can't predict the future with certainty, one thing is clear: the evolution of computers is far from over.